What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. Mickey Loomis was on the Saints coaches show with my old man, the Cannon, and in my father's interviewing style, he offered a bit of a meandering question, but one where he had to get his bona fides out there in front, right? Basically saying, like, look, I'm a voice of the people. We've seen this in other places. If it's like Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes, you know, y'all almost drafted. You know, a lot of setup to ask Mickey Loomis, would you draft a quarterback in this year's draft or next year's draft? And now I just realized I don't have. Hold on, let me pull up Loomis's quote in front of me. I thought I had it in front of me. My computer's freezing. Jacob, just like fill time. Why is my computer freezing?
He said Jacob. He didn't say Jake.
Come
on.
Time. Why?
Yeah, that's. I think I'm Jacob.
Yeah.
Like, for real, it's just gonna freeze now. It's just gonna.
Hey,
like,
it's okay.
The freaking web page won't even scroll. So I'm about to get a new.
You're about to get a
computer.
new one.
Yeah.
Don't freak out on this one. If he said anything other than absolutely we're going to take a quarterback in the first round this year or next year, I don't know that I want to hear it. It's only going to make me angry.
So here it is. So he was asked directly, would you be looking to draft like an heir apparent to Derek Carr, a quarterback in this draft, or next year? No, I mean, my dad really tried to soften the question, right? And he said, quote, "You're asking me to speculate about the future, and we're in the middle of the season. That's a silly what-if exercise, so I'm not even going down that path." Mickey, bruh. If this was any other city, Mickey Loomis would have been fired, or they would be constant picketing for his jobs. And I know that a lot of people already are, and we've talked about it here. He's an owner. He's untouchable, basically. But, like, that's an answer answered with the confidence of an owner. You're in the middle of a season. What season? What season? A season of disappointment? A season of failed expectations? A season of unfulfilled potential? A season of discord? A season of sadness? You're the easiest schedule that any of us have ever seen since watching the NFL our entire lives, and you blew it. And you absolutely blew it. And I don't even care. And so help me God, if you win these last two games and you go 9-8, I don't care if you win the division somehow. You know, if the Panthers beat the Bucs and everything. If you go 9-8 and you run it back with this staff, shame on you. And I hope that the fans continue to vote with their wallet, because there were empty games towards the end of this year, and if you run it back, you will see more empty seats in the future.
Does somebody also want to tell him that the middle of the season doesn't mean you have 2 games left?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think this is the
Why
end
would
of
I
the
be
season.
scouting quarterbacks? I'm only the GM with a failing starting quarterback. Get out of here. I got to
With
get
2
ready for
games
these
left.
games.
And the Senior Bowl is like 4 weeks away.
The dumbest part is the answer's so easy. It's, we explore all possibilities, of course.
That's it.
like, what?
That's it.
No, your defensive nature lets us all know that you feel insecure about how badly you've screwed up that position. But all of y'all, be it Dennis Allen, Mickey Loomis, that the money that they paid Derek Carr, they might as well have like Secret Service earpieces in, because if anything whiffs of negative Derek Carr questioning or news, these two dudes jump in front of that bullet every single time. It's unreal.
And then you got like situations in the NFL where Sean Payton's benching Russell Wilson for Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah.
Because he's like, look, this ain't the direction that we need to go. And they paid him all that money, still paying him all that money. They gave up a treasure chest of draft choices, but he realizes it's not the direction if we want to win football games. And everybody else is kind of doing their part. Because that's what the NFL is. If you're not playing good, you get replaced. Somebody comes in or you try something different. You don't keep trying the same thing and hope that it works out. But that's what they're doing.
Tommy says if Loomis, can't be fired, then my fandom is done. I know the Saints probably don't care. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, no, obviously the Saints don't care about any individual, and like no NFL team does. I'm not saying that's like the Saints. Like no NFL team cares about this one individual being like, I'm done. But any sort of revolution or anything, when the people gather en masse and and work together, that's when it does start to resonate. Jesse, because at the beginning of the year, I'm assuming the Superdome was packed out at all of those home games. How different did it feel in some of those later matchups?
So literally in preseason, it was pretty packed.
Yeah.
Very, very packed. Last week, not so much. It was more empty last week than it was in preseason.
Damn.
And everyone boos every time Derek Carr walks on the field. And I just have to stand there and smile.
Keep dancing.
Hey, Barstool, when Livy Dunn, first off, Livy Dunn posted a TikTok of me at the Saints game.
Oh, okay.
If you saw that, that was me flipping.
Wait, we got to look. Okay,
Yeah,
we're going to play
pull it
this
up,
next
yeah.
when we get back now. But
Yes, I will pull it up. Barstool reposted it and said, "We are more entertaining than the Saints offense." And that is true.
God, that's so depressingly true. I mean, there's nothing that less entertaining than the Saints offense for the first 3.5 quarters against Carolina this year. Like that is bad football that will be burned into my. Yeah, I could die, and if you did brain scans, you could probably like dig in and find exactly where that memory's stored. That's how bright it burns. So, I mean, look, there's a firsthand account from somebody who's on the field every single game. Less full than the like that. That's how change is ultimately affected. So, yeah, Tommy, they may not care about you individually, but they care about y'all, and they need y'all, and they need the Who Dat Nation, and right now the Who Dat Nation is feeling a bit betrayed. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.